Also, if you're a resident here in the Accra, particularly within the areas of Jamestown, Wejagbawe, and parts of Reach here in Accra, you might have felt that tremor which occurred in the early parts of today. The Ghana Geological Survey authorities indicating that the magnitude was 2.8 on the Richter scale. But let's get into the details as the statement relating to the occurrence that transpired today. And of course, the Geological Survey indicating there that on 10th March, which is of course today, an earth tremor event occurred at 9:49 a.m. in parts of the Greater Accra region. The event had a magnitude of 2.8 on the Richter scale, and the epicenter is located 1.5 kilometers offshore near Jamestown in the Greater Accra region. The recorded magnitude is also indicative of the extent of the tremor. The earth tremor, as we understand, is a minor one, and so it is not expected to cause any major damage according to the statement. Beyond that as well, the tremor was slightly felt somewhere around the High Street Ridge itself and some other parts of Accra, as we're indicating Wejagbawe. Now, these are natural occurrences according to the Geological Survey Authority, and therefore it's difficult to predict. The authority is committed to continuously monitor the events and inform the general public appropriately to ensure public safety and also to minimize the risk. Education and sensitization of the public on the awareness and response during earth tremors is important and currently is being undertaken by the authority. The public is therefore urged to remain calm and go about their normal activities. So details there, and of course it's signed by Isaac Kuma, who's one of the leading members there of the authority. Let me bring in now my colleague Maxwell Agbagba, who of course had some experience today, and of course is beginning to gain more understanding to this and getting the reaction of some residents in parts of Wejagbawe who are equally concerned about this. Maxwell, thank you for joining us here on The Pulse. You had that personal experience as well. Share your story with us. You would have to unmute, first of all, Maxwell, so I'm able to get what you're telling us.
Yeah. So Blessed, I felt that seismic activity just around the same time that the Ghana Geological Survey Authority put out, just around the same time when I was preparing to come to work. Then I had the sound that you usually hear when a big truck, runs over a speed bump. That was the same sound that I hear, and at the same time, I felt the building shake a little bit. So that was the point when I descended the flight of stairs where I came down and then saw some other residents also standing outside wondering what had just happened. But because some residents did not feel it, we really were not sure whether what we experienced was the same thing that other people also felt. But through conversations with people, and in fact I put up a post on Facebook, right. I had some persons also coming to confirm that indeed they experienced the tremor, and then later we had that statement confirming it from the Ghana Geological Survey Authority. Some of the people I've been speaking to have been telling me that they are terrified by the situation, especially regarding recent past events that we've had in Turkey, where thousands of lives were lost in that process. Indeed, on the 24th of June 2020, we had a tremor, also just within the Equiapem fault zone line. So not just Weja also, but other places here in Accra, other residents in Accra also felt it. Now in December 2022, I think 12th December 2022, we had 2 of those tremors. So they are saying that looking at the time frame within which these tremors are happening, it is important for steps to be taken to ensure that if the worst happens, we wouldn't find ourselves in a terrible situation.
Okay, and I'm interested in your story, just to demonstrate the need for education and sensitization. When, of course, you heard about, of course, you felt that tremor, because you were, of course, in the thick of affairs when that happened. Second floor, it is you were indicating to us, you still felt that shake, the building shake, irrespective of the level at which you were. What was the initial response by residents, including yourself? What was the option for you?
Well, for those who live around me, my neighbors and all of, they all came out of their house. They all came out. Where I live, it's a story building, so all the people also moved out and then into the open area because they have been advised that anytime they feel that tremor, the best thing to do is to be in an open area. So that was exactly what we did today when we felt, that tremor. We all came out. I had to quickly descend the flight of stairs, came down outside the house, stood outside in an open area, and then I saw some other residents also coming out after they experienced that. But they are saying that a lot must be done, especially in terms of sensitization for people who live within the Equiapim fault zone line, because sometimes they feel the tremor, but those tremors are not sometimes even registered, on the Richter scale. So you don't have the confirmation like we're getting right now from the Ghana Geological Survey Authority. When you have interactions with them, they tell you that sometimes at dawn, they feel a slight movement, they feel a seismic activity, but they do not get a confirmation. But today we're getting a confirmation from the Ghana Geological Survey Authority that it was a 2.8. It measured 2.8 on the Richter, scale. So it does happen. Once in a while, you feel it within the Wager, but we enclave. And then today, we felt it, and then we're getting that confirmation from the authorities.
Okay, then. I'm grateful. Marshal Agugwa there. He'll be back with updates on this. And, of course, the Geological Survey Authority, they're urging for calm and for more education on what residents could do in such situations. Will definitely bring you some educative content here on Joy News. But a bit of a breaking news we're learning of that several people are fleeing communities, 2 communities actually in North Gonja. That's within the Savannah region, and it's because of some security challenges and clashes happening there. More police personnel are being deployed, as we understand. Let's get more from Isaac Nonya, who is our Savannah regional correspondent on this. Isaac, give us updates on what's happening. What's accounting for this clash, by the way? Isaac, I'm unable to hear you. Kindly unmute, Isaac.
Yes, what I've been known to be the chieftaincy and land dispute in that area. The first community has to do with a farm between a farmer and a Fulani herdsman. The farmer happened to kill the Fulani herdsman cow, and he laid a complaint to the overlord of the area, and the committee was sent to invite him for hearing. We are told he did not heed to the invitation, and then he and his people also disagreed and protested no going. So the committee that went resulted, the 2 of them disagree, and then that ended up in Ayo hands. And one person who was wounded rushed to Tamale Hospital, happened to pass on a week ago. That aside, the second incident also happened in the community within the same locality, Nipasem. Nipasem is right after Makargo. We are told the chief who was there passed on years ago, and his brother was re-skinned by the parliament.
Isaac? Oh, we've lost connectivity to the area. Isaac, if we lost you intermittently, if you could just take that point for us again. Hello, Isaac. Okay, it appears we're having some challenges there. But one more time, Isaac, if you can hear me, I was just asking you to take that point again because we had lost you intermittently. Okay, looks like we'll have to reconnect to Isaac, but for those of you who are with us, we're learning that the police is deploying more personnel to 2 communities within the Gonja area in the Savannah region. We'll reconnect with Isaac to get the latest. Please stay with us.